This is Property Talk with WORIN Nigeria. This is Property Talk with WORIN Nigeria.
Hello, good afternoon, this beautiful afternoon. If you are just listening to, you're just joining us, this is Property Talk brought to you by WORIN Nigeria. If you just tune in, this is Armed Forces Radio 107.7. This is your number one Property Talk show in Armed Forces Radio that you are along waiting. We are here today. We said last week that every Monday by 12:30 we will be here. We are here, like here right now. And we are here to give you what you need to know. And I remember my humble self, Engineer Gwede Philip. And with me today, I have Engineer Tunde in the building. Tunde what?
Olubadeo.
Engineer Tunde. He's a good man. Contact WORIN. If you have if you want to buy property, contact WORIN. If you need workforce on your site, contact WORIN. If you need professionals on your site, contact WORIN. If you have a property, you're looking for someone to actually manage it, contact WORIN. We are just a call away from you. And WORIN, you can access us on your iOS space if you are using iPhone, and if you are using Android, you can go to your Play Store and download WORIN Nigeria. There you will get to know more about WORIN, and you can actually follow us on our social media handle. We are at WORIN Nigeria on all our social media handle. We are live on Facebook. If you want to be part of this show and you want to see the face of those talking, you can go live, join us live on Facebook. Our Facebook page is WORIN Nigeria. WORIN is spelled WORIN Nigeria. WORIN. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. We are live on Facebook. And please do us well to share the live if you are there, and make sure that you click the subscription button on our YouTube and follow us on our Facebook page. Try as much as possible to share the live. Today, as I said earlier, I'm live here with Engineer Tunde in the building. Somebody's already chatting. Where is Engineer Phillips? This Engineer Phillips. The other Engineer Philip is at the backstage. Engineer Philip, they are hailing you from. Today we have Engineer Tunde. We want to talk deep construction work, and if you are an engineer right there, please don't hesitate to just stay tuned. Don't turn off the dial. Please just stay tuned. Listen to us. We definitely need your contribution. If you're an architect there too, you are listening to us. We definitely need your contribution. If you're a mason, nobody. Everybody is useful on the site as far as construction site is concerned. If you're an artisan, a well-experienced artisan, and grade of concrete and their uses, can we just talk around it? Grade of concrete. Before we will now talk on how to concrete mix, because we what we are doing presently in most of our sites are really wrong. Really wrong. I went to a site, Engineer Tunde, sometimes ago. And I saw somebody was saying, was called the engineer and was saying, a bag of cement, we use three load of wheelbarrow, that's sand, 3 load of wheelbarrow of sand, and 4 load of wheelbarrow of aggregate, coarse aggregate. To be honest, that is not what the mixing ratio is talking about. Mixing ratio. Let's go straight to your point. Let's talk about the concrete strength, the grade, and what they are used for in the construction.
Okay, the grade of concrete.
I know we have grade 10. We have grade 10.
We have grade 10. We have grade 15. We have grade 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Grade 45, and we have grade 50. You use those kind of grade, those kind of high strength concrete in dams, heavy marine work, tunnels. I don't know, maybe you understand. But let's talk about the common one we normally use around. We have grade 10, we have grade 15, we have grade 20, we have grade 25, and grade 30. Those are the common ones, most of the batch plants around Abuja. And we just talk about them.
Okay, like the grade 10, which is the most common. The standard mix ratio for grade 10 is 136.
136. 1 is to 3
1 is to 3
is to 6.
is to 6.
Now, let me let them understand this. Some of us that really don't understand this ratio we're talking about, when they said a mixed ratio is 1 is to 3 is to 6, 1 is
Head pan.
it can be a pan, it can be a pan. That is to say, if you want to mix a small concrete, you carry a paint rubber. If you are getting a paint rubber of cement, you are definitely going to get 2 paint rubber of sand, fine aggregate, and 6 paint rubber of what's it called?
Granite.
Coarse, normally called granite. And let me even just simplify it this. When they say coarse aggregate is any aggregate that pass through a sieve of 5 millimeter. I don't know, maybe you understand. The one that passed through a sieve of 5 millimeter is called fine aggregate, while the one that retain on the sieve is called coarse aggregate. Now, the fine aggregate, as you can see around us, they are called sand. They are called sharp sand. The stone dust is the fine aggregate. The sharp sand is the fine aggregate. Those are fine aggregate. While we're referring to coarse aggregate, we are referring to the granite. No matter the size of the granite, either 3/4, either half inches, they are all coarse aggregate. So when he said that the mixing ratio of 10 grade 10 concrete is 136. That is to say, if you are using a pan for measurement, one you visit, and we actually, the ones we mix, the concrete ratio we mix on site, that we use 1 bag to 3 wheelbarrow of sand, and to about 3 or 4 wheelbarrow of granite. Are you sure we're actually doing the right thing? Let me throw that to you.
Sincerely, most things you see on site, they are not really doing the right thing. Because people feel, once they see the concrete looking so pure,
maybe they use stone dust. Maybe they use stone dust.
Mixed with stone dust, they feel, this
very rich.
Strong
very
enough.
rich. The concrete is very rich.
So most sites I work on, I usually advise we do test on our concrete mix. You can, if you do your first mix, you can take cube samples, you take to the lab, confirm if this thing is within 7 days, 14 days, 28 days, confirm if it's going to meet the grade required. The compressive strength of that concrete.
Now, most times in most advanced sites, because in most of those common sites where you just do lintel, do beam, people actually don't pay attention to concrete mix. If you watch most of those mix that you see in most of those duplexes that they are doing in most of the sites, they don't do tests. They don't do concrete tests on most of those concrete mix they are using.
Actually, if you don't do tests, that's why you need to involve a professional at some level of your construction work. Probably at your foundation. You can bring in a professional so that, based on experience, professionals have been able to understand that, okay, if I should have this mix with this type of sand, because even the sand varies.
You're right, because from location to location, the kind of sand you see,
it may affect
the mixing ratio. Like when we are saying the sand can affect the mixing ratio, for those of us that are listening to us, when they say the sand can affect your mixing ratio, that is to say, sometimes most of this sand is not free from silt. And when silt is actually present in most of this sand you are having, it reduces the strength of the cement, the binding ratio of the cement. So most times, people are advised to get sand from dredged sand that was dredged from the river. It's more cleaner and more sweeter for concrete. And most of them, the volume of silt in most of those sand are virtually almost 1 to 3 or 5%. So it's better you use. So those sand you are hearing people are bringing from Kaduna Road, they are dredge sand. If you see the sand, you will know that, oh, this is real sand. Like that kind of sand we use in that our site in Maitama. In Maitama, that sand. Even the engineer that came to supervise said this sand is very good. Where did we get the sand from? There are some areas whereby you get good sand from. Some sand from Kuje are actually dredge sand. They are actually good. Some sand from Kaduna Road, from Kwali, they are doing dredging right there. There are pure sand. In short, I went to Port Harcourt some times ago, and I saw the kind of sand there. The sand, it looks like fried rice. Very fine.
Yeah, they have the best sand.
They have the best sand,
Because of
honestly.
the- you know,
Very void of seed. I don't know, maybe you understand, of
yeah.
seed. Very, very good. So when he's saying you need a professional, in short, it's not only on the foundation. When you are doing construction, even the mortar you are using, the mortar ratio, in the mortar you are using for your block work, you need professional on your site. Let me put it that way. If you are into construction, you don't want to spend much. Sometimes you look at if I bring in professional, I will spend much. I will pay him for. But I want to tell you, when there is a little mistake, what you will incur is far more than what you envisage giving to the professional. Not because I'm an engineer, but I want to tell you, in every of your side, you need a professional. You need it not only at the foundation, not only even at the block work, at the DPC level, the extension, the substructure work, the superstructure work. You need a professional. Some people will say, my mason is experienced. I have an experienced mason. He has been working on site. But I want to tell you, there are some things they don't know. There are some fundamental truths about structure, the behavior of structure, that they don't know. And that is why we are here today, to enlighten you, to make you have the knowledge of what those tips on site that you don't know. Those tips on site. So let's go to the other grades.
We have grade 15 also, which is commonly used
In
in
most of our
Abuja.
sites.
Yeah. Grade 15 is 1:4. The mixed ratio for grade 15 is 1 is to 2 is to 4. Meaning one headpan of, as we said earlier, one headpan of cement to 2 headpan of sand and 4 headpan of granite.
4 headpan of granite. So many people listening to headpan. To be honest, if you want to use wheelbarrow for your measurement, you are fooling the wheelbarrow with cement. This mix ratio from onset is not like headpan, because when we are growing, we have this knowledge that it is headpan measurement. Headpan is what we normally use around here.
It's very straightforward if you are using wheelbarrow. You know that 1 bag of cement is equivalent to a wheelbarrow.
No, it's not. It's not equivalent, sir. It's not equivalent to a wheelbarrow. It depends on how they load the wheelbarrow. I don't know, maybe you understand.
1 bag of cement to 2 headpan is equivalent to 1 barrel.
You know how many headpan fill up a barrel? Level. That's the measurement. All right. But I think we'll go and try that. The cement they are bringing now is not, if you compare to the measurement of what they normally do on site, if you put a bag of cement in a wheelbarrow, and again, it still depends on the size of the wheelbarrow. You know,
Actually,
it still depends, because there are different sizes of wheelbarrow. There are construction wheelbarrow now, like where we walked somewhere around Waripa with some white men. The wheelbarrow they brought is different from the conventional wheelbarrow we use on site. So you will not use that wheelbarrow to compare, oh, I want to use this wheelbarrow to do your measurement. So, but from all indication, what I'm trying to buttress here is that the ratio of the mixing ratio 1 is to 2 is to 4 is referred to. It might not be a pan, it might not be wheelbarrow. They all say a pant. If you are using anything to measure the volume of cement, that same measurement is what you are going to use for the sand. Sand. That same measurement is what we are going to use for the granite, the 4 granite. So the pant means what you are using in measuring. So it might be a pan, it might be a wheelbarrow, it might be, I don't know, maybe you understand, the same measurement, the same pant you are using in measuring, that is what you are actually going to use in measuring. So to be honest, somebody was saying, what kind of mixing ratio can we use for foundation? It all depends. because before you even design a building, you definitely know the bearing capacity of the soil by testing the soil. That will help you to denote the kind of foundation you want to you design for. I don't know, maybe you understand. Yes. The what determines the kind of foundation you design for is the bearing capacity of the soil and the load you are loading. The structure itself. I don't know, maybe you understand. The load of the structure itself. That determines the kind of foundation you are going to use. So let's before we go to foundation, I want to believe that people want to, if you are listening to us and you are an engineer or you are in a site and you don't understand what they are doing, you need one or two, you want to ask one or two questions. I'm going to open the phone line now so that you can talk, so that as we discuss further, you can be part of the show. The line to reach us on live is 081 30 8527. I repeat, the number to reach us live on the studio is 081 30 8527. If you are enjoying our conversation, you can actually chat us on WhatsApp. If you have a question to ask, you can send us a WhatsApp message or call us live. We're going to pick up your call live. We already have a call in the house. Please don't flash. Try and reach us. We actually appreciate your contribution. Okay, the number to reach us on, I call again, is 081 30 60 8527. If you are on site and you actually want to you're having some challenge on site structurally, and you need an advice, you can call in, or probably you want to chook mouth, give us some construction tips as an engineer or as a construction person. The phone line is open, and we will definitely welcome every tips. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Please, anytime you're trying to call us, please try and turn down your radio set. Turn down your radio set. Someone is trying to call. Please try again. We just missed your call. The number to reach us on is 13060 8527. 081 30 60 8527. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mr. Boro.
Mr. Borup, can you reduce the volume of your radio set? Stay away from the radio.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what is your contribution, or what do you have to say? Are you an engineer?
You are talking of pan. How many wheelbarrow can we mix with one bag of cement?
All right. Is that your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. You listen to us now. We will address that question immediately. All right. He said, how many bags of cement do we need? How many barrel do we need to mix on a bag of cement? Now, as we said earlier, you might not understand what I meant by pan. Now, but what I will just tell you, I would just want to tell you is that you fill up the cement, the wheelbarrow with one. I don't know. He has tried it. He said he tried it, but I've not tried the wheelbarrow. We use air pan or we use any means, but most times we want to try the last bag. I don't know if you know there is so many fake material